Media bias is unfortunately unavoidable. Every piece of news that you read, every piece of news that you consume is biased in one way or another. Ground News is the world's first news comparison platform that actually allows you to see how different outlets are spinning or even outright lying about different stories. Whether it's from the left, the right, or the center, Ground News allows you to see how each side is spinning it. Ground News is a free app available now in the Apple App Store, in the Google Play Store, and via your web browser. Or just click the link in the description below to get started. According to public health officials in 5 different cities in 3 different states, Donald Trump's rallies have in fact been super spreader events for COVID-19. And the health officials looked at the hospitalization rates in their areas, the number of people hospitalized with COVID-19, the number of new COVID-19 cases, and through contact tracing were able to determine that these were people who attended Trump's rally or have been in close contact with people who attended Trump's rallies. These were 2 in Pennsylvania, 2 in Minnesota, and 1 in Wisconsin. These took place several weeks ago, kind of before the really big rally blitz that he has been on the past, 10 days. So there's no telling how bad this is going to affect the entire country. I mean, he is doing rallies in big cities. He is doing rallies in little cities. He's going to red states. He's going to blue states. He's going to swing states. He is all over the place. And every time he goes somewhere, it's the same thing. It's a cookie cutter event, what you see. You see the people behind him all masked up, but none of them socially distanced, which is still very dangerous. But then in the crowd, no social distancing and no widespread mask use. So they put the people with the masks behind him as the backdrop to make it seem like it's safe. But then all the shots of the crowd, that's the super spreader event. That's what's happening. And then these people go back to their homes, go back to their neighborhoods, go back to their neighboring cities or states, and they bring the virus with them. What's happening, in addition to the fact, by the way, that last Friday was the highest single day number of new COVID cases we've had. Saturday was the second highest day, second only to Friday. We're on the upswing again as a country, folks. We are. And now it would be ridiculously irresponsible to say that it is because of Trump's rallies, but it's easy to say that Trump's rallies aren't helping anything, especially when the pandemic is getting worse, not better. God, how many months in? Are we 7, 8 months in at this point? And it's still getting worse under his leadership, and he's still knowingly going out there putting people in danger. Because, by the way, this isn't the first time we've gotten reports confirming that his rallies have been super spreader events. The ones he did back at the end of summer, the ones he did in August, the one that frickin' ended up killing Herman Cain. Yeah, we knew how dangerous this was months ago. The thing is, he doesn't care. That's what these people need to realize. The people going to the rallies to get a glimpse of their favorite president need to understand that he doesn't care if they live or die, as long as they voted, of course. But once you cast your ballot for him, he doesn't care if you survive. He doesn't care if you contract the virus. He doesn't care if you live to see Thanksgiving and Christmas. He doesn't care. You are useful idiots to him. You are expendable to him. You are tools that he uses to accomplish a means. Which, by the way, or an end, which, by the way, that's textbook definition of a sociopath. And that is what we have here with Donald Trump. He is using these individuals. He has little to no empathy for them. And they're getting sick. And some of them are dying. And they're spreading this virus to other people who might die, people who were responsible enough to not go to these rallies. But this is what's going to happen, and this is unfortunately what's going to continue to happen. He did God knows how many rallies this past week. So there is no telling, and we'll know those numbers probably after the election, of how bad he caused COVID numbers to spike in those cities, which includes the city where I am right now. He was here last Friday. It's going to get worse. And he, as commander-in-chief, should be the one trying to make it better instead of actively going out there and making the pandemic worse. He is spreading it. He himself, at this point, should be considered a public health hazard because he has no regard for human life except for his own, and he is causing the virus to spread.